Here we go. Hey, everybody, what's going on? I'm Bill.
I'm Justin.
And welcome to the Super Review Show Mixed Bag. Well, as you can see what happened, guess what? What happened, Justin?
We're taking over a Super Review Show. We bought them out. Woo!
Stupid bags. Well, Scrooge, what are we going to do? We're going to Scrooge McDuck.
We're Scrooge and McDuck this bitch.
We Scrooge McDucked it, boys. Okay, actually, no, we didn't. But
those were all singles.
We made it rain. So, welcome to the Super Review Show Mixed Bag. As you can see, I am not
like
JT
I turned
Mahoney.
21 again.
I am not JT Mahoney. So
and I'm not. I don't know where I was going with that joke.
Well, for those of you who don't know what's been going on here, JT is on vacation. He's on a nice long cross-country trip, exploring this great land. And he's going to be on, and he's not going to be here for the next 2 to 3 weeks because then that last week he's going to be going to a concert. So I'm going to be in charge for a while. Be very, very afraid. But tonight, I am here with my very dear friend, my partner in crime. You know him he's been on here before. He's also my right-hand man on Movie Holics production, my very good friend, Justin Favaro.
Hello, hello, hello.
So we're going to have some fun. Listen, guys, I know I'm not JT, but listen, chat board, we want your input, don't we? Don't we, Justin?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tonight is a very, very good list for you tonight, folks. We got a top 10 list, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And
we both have a list. Both of us have come up with our own separate top 10 lists of
what we're talking about.
Very pretty interesting.
Okay. Here's what we are going to do. Do you when we were kids, there were jokes in movies and TV shows that just went right over our heads. And I don't know, have you ever experienced this, Justin, when you watch like a movie or a kid's show with your parents and there was a joke and you didn't get it and you're like, and your parents are like, and you're like, Mom, Dad, what just happened? And they're like, we'll tell you when you're older.
Yeah.
Guess what, folks? You're now officially older.
So let's talk about that.
So we're going to talk about it. Okay. So today, our topic is going to be the top 10 adult jokes in movies and TV shows that we didn't get as kids. So, okay, folks, just bear with me this evening. I have the control of the controller, so I'm going to be... Okay, guys, give me 1 second, okay? Yeah, that's us right there. Don't we look great? Anyway, okay, so tonight we're gonna be counting down those top 10 jokes that we did not get as children. And we're gonna try to be clever so we don't get in trouble with YouTube.
But just in case, sorry, JT.
So here's what. Okay, but there were some jokes that we feel like we didn't want to put it on the list because we felt like the subject was a little bit crossing the line. And about certain subjects we shouldn't be joking about. But with that out of the way, let's do it. Justin, you want to go first? What is your number 10?
One that makes me giggle to this day. SpongeBob SquarePants, the episode where SpongeBob gets the seahorse mystery.
Oh,
SpongeBob thought it was a good idea to leave mystery outside, attached to the bicycle railing. And, Surfer Dude, that character. Oh! I actually did that pretty good once
that
I
was
actually
really good.
warmed it up.
You've been doing those vocal warm-ups again?
Maybe.
Okay, anyway.
Anyways, thinks that mystery is this new kiddie ride. So he tries to, yep, that's the scene. So he tries to insert a coin into mystery, but he can't find the coin slot. Here it is! Puts it in his
Picks him.
Yep. So that was his actual coin slot.
I can't find the coin slot. Oh!
There it is.
Oh, I should be. Okay. Okay, so.
Right where the sun don't shine.
Right where it don't shine, folks. Right where it don't shine.
Well, technically the sun don't shine anywhere in Bikini Bottom, but they gotta get their light somehow.
Okay, so that is your number 10.
It's my number 10.
Okay, my number is... Okay, my number 10 is from Shrek. When they're going to Duloc, aka the place, the home of Lord Farquaad. And
whose name itself is a dirty joke.
And they're going to, and they go to this information booth, and these little character things are like singing, like, Duloc is the perfect place. We got a few rules, and then like, stay on the grass, polish your shoes, wipe your face. And they're bent over, think they're gonna say, ass, like, wipe your shoes, wash your face.
Ass.
Is the perfect place. So, yeah, that is. It's like I didn't get that joke when I was a kid. And now you're like, okay, you know what they mean.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, folks, guess what? That's probably one of the most tamest jokes on this list.
Yeah, that's a relatively tame one.
And we got to start off small. All right, Justin, do we have to say number 9, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
As I said with JT, we just swiped right, didn't? All right, you want to explain the joke?
Okay. So Arnold and his grandfather are talking, and he's like, you may be old, but you still got some brain cells left.
And then he says, not since Woodstock.
Oh, damn, Grandpa. You like party.
Peace and love, folks. Peace and love. Okay, for those of you who don't get it, we're just going to be honest. Grandpa smoked pot and did probably other things that fried his brain, didn't he, Justin?
Does anyone see my shirt? I'll trade you my shirt for his grilled cheese.
Grandpa used to. Looks like Grandpa was a hippie, huh?
Oh, peace, love, music, and lots of drugs.
Lots of them, my friends.
Even if you didn't do drugs, you probably get a contact high from the smoke or just surrounding Bethel Woods.
But those were the good old days, weren't they, Justin?
Well, then again, it's probably not so different from how it is now that it's legal in New York.
Isn't that great?
Lucky bastards.
Okay, so since we both had the same number 9, would you like to move on to your number 8?
Sure. So my number 8 is the episode where Dee Dee gets fired.
What show, please?
Dexter's Lab.
And
it is the scene where Dee Dee has been fired and Dexter's looking for her replacement. And he settles on this really bombshell, curvy, almost porn star. Yep, that's her. Oh.
Anyway.
This episode made people feel things.
It did make people feel things, didn't it? And I'm sorry, go on.
And eventually, Dexter asks this young lass to dance for him. Okay, but it's gonna cost you an extra $50.
You know,
for kids.
And before you go on, I just want to give a special shout out. Matt Hemsley's watching. Hey, Matt.
What's up, Matt?
What's going on, buddy?
So yes, Dexter hired a stripper. Essentially, probably, most likely.
He did. I never realized that when I was younger. But it's so funny. It's so funny. Okay. Do you have anything more to say on that matter, or?
Nope.
Okay. My number 8.
Oh, actually, I do have one thing.
Okay, what is it?
This character probably got Rule 34 to death.
Okay, you ready? Okay, my number 8 is from a very underrated Blue Sky studio movie, Robots.
I am familiar.
Mel Brooks is in it.
Saw this in theaters, actually. IMAX.
Mel Brooks is in it.
I'm aware.
There is a scene when it's in the beginning when they're making baby Rodney.
You get it? It's like Build-A-Bear.
Except you're building
a baby. Oh.
And then you go, oh, there's one part left. And they're like, we wanted a boy, right? And the mom's, this won't hurt a bit. and then takes his special part and just doing, and the baby starts crying. Do we need to explain this? A special part that boys have that he had to put on him. Everyone think long and hard about this.
Hey.
What?
This is a family show.
Since when? Oh, I bet JT is somewhere, wherever he is right now, watching this. Oh, God, I can't believe I left Bill in charge. That was a very dangerous decision, JT, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Justin?
This is why
Okay. Oh, I forgot something that we need to note. On this list, don't expect anything from like The Simpsons or Family Guy or Rick and Morty or South Park, because those shows are specifically for adults, and we're focusing on shows that are made, and movies that are made
for kids.
So you're not going to see anything from The Simpsons or Family Guy or anything like that on this list. So anyway, number 7, Justin.
Oh, I have something for you.
Oh boy.
It's from the Rugrats movie. Now, if I can just find it, because I just discovered this today.
And chat, tell us, what was the jokes you didn't understand in movies and TV shows when you were kids? We'd love to hear them.
Let's see here.
Is it the scene I think you're thinking about?
It's the one involving the circumcision.
Oh, the musical number.
No, wait, it was a musical number?
Consider yourself lucky.
Once I find it, I'll tell you. And I just discovered this today.
You want me to do my number 7 while you look, or do you want to do another pick? Or
I'm going to be too fixated on this.
So you want me to go to my number 7, or you want me to wait a little bit?
Give me one more minute. Found it. Man, they cut my cord. Oh yeah, it is. Consider yourself lucky. Oh my God. What the hell? What the actual flippin' flying freaking fuck was this?
I remember this.
My God.
This world is something new to me. They cut my cord. Consider yourself lucky.
My God. What the monumental flying fuck was this?
You know what makes it even funnier? And, I have a Rugrats joke coming up.
Being
soon.
Jewish?
The funny thing is,
I can make that joke.
yes, you can. But the funny thing is this was in a movie that based on a TV show about talking.
Yeah, talking babies. Doing baby things.
And and they're making jokes about circumcision. So, and you want to know something? Rugrats was actually Rugrats movie was the first movie I saw in theaters too. It was either that or Barney.
I bet you had questions during this scene.
I don't even remember until I watched this movie like years later. But yeah, it was either that or Barney. Speaking of Barney, this isn't on my list or anything, and this is not a joke, but I'm just gonna say this. He had a sidekick named BJ. We're just gonna end it there. We're just gonna end that joke there. But anyway, moving on. Going on to my number 7 we're on, right?
Yeah.
My number 7. Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Come on, we gotta go more with this. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Who has too many innuendos under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Okay. There's like a bunch of jokes you could pick from SpongeBob. Am I right?
I mean, look, my first one was a SpongeBob joke.
With the coin slot. Okay. Okay. SpongeBob's watching TV. And
he looks excited.
He looks excited, folks. And who comes and interrupts his pleasure? And then he goes, Gary, I was just looking for the sports channel, Gary. And he changes the channel and puts on a football game. Do we need to explain this to you, folks? SpongeBob was watching the channel that your parents tell you to not watch at night.
Oh, he was watching sports, all right. It was women's aerobics.
Oh, it's more than that. Maybe it was beach volleyball. You know what I mean. He's watching that channel your parents tell you not to watch after a certain time. So SpongeBob was basically watching the Playboy channel. We'll just say that.
An enemy's gone wild.
Wild. Isn't this such a sophisticated night, Justin? Us talking about dirty jokes. Where's my monocle?
Speaking of dirty jokes, you remember the time when Rocco and Heifer went to a motel?
Oh, is this your number 6?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna. Okay, number 6. Okay, here's the thing before we go on. We love working with JT. We absolutely love working with him, don't we, Justin?
Absolutely.
And we owe him respect, and we thank him for giving us the opportunity this evening. But because I remember telling JT about this show. And because we were thinking about doing this earlier, but I sent him a clip from the show, which is something we'll talk about a little later, but he didn't know what the show was. Was it this one?
Yep.
Okay, Justin, explain the joke.
So this is actually a banned scene, but it is available on YouTube. essentially, Rocco and Heifer go to a motel with no vacancies, and he asks how long they want to be in here. And Rocco says, just until tomorrow. It's like the whole night. Whew. Well, we don't have any vacancies right now, but I'm sure. And then right then it's like, oh, look like we have a premature
Check out.
checkout.
You can have room now. You can have the room now. But you know what was going on in there, folks.
This one bashes you on the head with the innuendo. Mako's modern life is not a subtle show, as you're going to see in a later choice of bills.
But before we go on, I just want to say what I was saying to you with JT. It's like I said, we love you, JT. We're glad, but I remember telling him about this show one time, and he never heard of it.
Wow.
Because I think the thing is, and when we're not saying this to bash him, aren't we, Justin?
No.
Justin and I were about years older than JT.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. This show was
more our time.
Wow, it's amazing what 3 years can do.
Because I think it would have been interesting if he was here. Because we would have been talking about stuff that we grew up on. Because most of the stuff on the list, this is more stuff that we grew up on.
Yeah.
And now you're all probably scratching your head, asking why the hell our parents let us watch this. We'll get back to that point in a few minutes, especially with the show. Okay, my number 6, the Powerpuff Girls. There is a
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. So Powerpuff Girls, there's a scene when the girls make a new friend named Robin. And they go, this is the professor. He made us. We were an accident in a lab. And then Robin says, don't worry, professor. I was an accident too.
You know what? The funny part isn't even what she says. It's the reaction shot of the professor.
We're going to have to explain this joke for you folks. This was an unplanned pregnancy.
That's all right, Bill. I was an accident too.
But anyway,
Yeah, so that's what this means. Okay, we are now in the top
5. All right, so
what's your number 5?
it's from The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. And essentially what happened is Hugh tells Jimmy and Judy that when he was younger, he sat on a banana and it changed his life. Again, cue to a reaction shot of
Hold on. Sitting on a banana.
Yeah, just type sitting on a banana.
I sat on a banana and it changed my life. I can't find the reaction shot.
Damn. Well,
And it's a YouTube video, and the thing is, I don't want to play because I don't want this channel to get hit with copyright.
got it.
But so what? Just show what was the reaction face. Would you care to explain the joke?
So, if you look at a banana and the shape of said banana, you will realize that it is pointy with a bit of girth to it, and it's long.
Like a certain part of the body?
Yes.
You know!
Once when I was 7 years old, I sat on a banana, and it changed my life.
You know what? I don't want to know. I just really do not want to know. You, Justin? I think in this case, you know what they say. Ignorance. Dad, we don't want to hear it. Okay. My number. Okay, you ready for my number 5?
Go ahead.
Okay. It's one of my favorite childhood shows.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, we're doing this. Okay. Tommy has this new toy named Bopple. And Tommy has this new toy named Bopple. And they keep hitting him. He goes, "Hi, I'm Bopple. Hi, I'm Bopple. Hi, I'm Bopple." Okay, can we all first agree that this thing looks super creepy?
I mean, look at that. There's a poster that looks like the
It posts.
series.
So anyway, Chucky gets into it, and he starts hitting me. Tommy, Phil, and Lil go to the bathroom.
Of course, Chucky gets along with the creepy clown.
And he's scared of clowns. Or so we think. And they're playing in the bathroom. And then Phil and Lil go, we're worried. Why? He just sits there, bopping boppo. And Tommy goes, "What's wrong with that?" And then Phil goes, "A kid his age should be out playing with his friends, not bopping his boppo." You heard that? Rugrats, a show about talking babies, just made a joke about doing that.
Yep. For kids.
For kids. But I never got it until I was older when I watched it. He's bopping his boppo. Here we are, grown men, and we're laughing at these jokes like a bunch of 12-year-olds that our older relatives just told a dirty joke to, and we just so excited to go back to school and tell our friends the joke.
All right.
What's your number?
So, I debated this one because technically this show has an adult following too, but it's mostly aimed for kids. It's Animaniacs, and it's The Teacher and Yakko. and it's the conjugating. Do you know how to conjugate? Oh, I never even kissed a woman.
It's time for Animaniacs.
Oh, no, it's simple. I'll conjugate with you. Good night, everybody.
Conjugate means bring it together.
Oh, she wants to bring something together.
Yes, she does.
And then she pulls something out of her bosom.
Mm-hmm. You know what I thought? What you thought I was going to put on here?
What?
Hello, nurse.
That's good too.
Oh, Anime. Have you watched the new one or?
I watched a couple of episodes. It's good. It's not as sketch based as the old show, you know? Like the old show had all these different variety, like it had the good feathers, it had the cat and the dog, it had Slappy the squirrel. This one has the Animaniacs and Piggy and the Brain. That's it. I mean, granted, those are two essential parts, but
Yeah, because my very dear friend Lawrence, aka Patchy, shout out pal, who was supposed to join us tonight, but something came up, so he had to bail.
yeah.
And he's welcome back anytime. But anyway, because I remember he got so excited that Animaniacs was coming on to Hulu.
Has he watched the new one?
Yeah, I haven't remember, but he was like going. Remember the first one in the catch-up song, going, and now there's President Trump. Well, at least we still think there's a President Trump. Well, why they're writing this in 2018? We don't know this. How are people going to go to Animaniacs if we don't have current content?
Yep, so season 2 is probably going to be a lot of Biden. Oh yeah, it does get very political in the new one.
Really?
Yeah, a bit more than you would expect, but
because I remember in the original one they would just make jokes about Bill Clinton.
Yeah, they would make jokes, but they really make jokes in this.
Because remember in the first one, now sit back and relax. Well,
Bill Clinton plays
the sax. We're Animaniacs.
Also, you can tell that they got older.
Is it the same voice actors or?
Yeah, it is the same voice actors, but they got older. Rob Paulson's a little more strained as Yakko, and Dot's voice actress is a little more raspy too.
And I remember a few years ago we were at Kineticon and we were going to go to this thing where they have like different actors like read movie scripts.
Oh,
and the anime
it's gonna be fun.
And the Animaniacs, the actors from Animaniacs were going to do it, but
three of them were not there.
And the woman who played Dot was like got sick or something.
Mm.
Oh, that would have been fantastic. Okay. So, my number 4. Okay. Who remembers Ed, Ed, Nettie?
Okay, let's not whistle because that actually doesn't come out well on the microphones.
Anyway, okay, so there's an episode where, again, if you've never heard of this, again, this was more me and Justin's.
This was more our speed.
This was more our time. There's an episode when they open like a pet cleaning business, and they clean their neighbor's Rolf, the son of a shepherd. And they find out that Ed is allergic to rabbits.
Very allergic.
Because Mr. and Mrs. Bunny. So they experiment with that. And then things are fine. They gotta fix it. They gotta go finish cleaning the rabbits, and then comes back. The garage is full of rabbits, and then Double D goes, "Wow, Mr. and Mrs. Bunny must have been practicing their multiplication tables." Has anyone ever heard the saying, breed like rabbits?
Mm-hmm. Or multiply like rabbits.
One in Monty Python. Say it with me, Justin. Every sperm is sacred. Every sperm is great. If a sperm is wasted, God gets quite irate. Yeah, the rabbits were multiplying.
Say the least.
They were reproducing. They were having sex, okay? There, we said it. And they had babies. And that's what happened.
Many babies.
Well, it looks like Mr. and Mrs. Bunny.
Sure have been practicing their multiplication skills.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, what's your number 3? We're getting close, folks.
All right, my number 3. Hang on. Oh. This one's a blink and you'll miss it, but it's funny. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Right before Eddie's falling in Toontown. Like when he opens the door and there's no floor and he's about to... Right before that scene, you see on the wall, "Call for a good time, Alice Wonderland."
Oh, I haven't seen this movie in a while, but
not a lot of people pick up on that one, but that's a funny one. Also, the stuff with Jessica is pretty funny too.
She's patty kicking with another man. Oh, remember? I cannot think of 1,000 ways to love you. 1,000, 2, 1,000,
3, 1,000. Oh, and patty cake went right over my head.
Because again, when you're a kid, you don't
question patty cake.
Okay.
Look, kid, you're not the only kid in town who had their white plate patty cake on them.
Okay. Are you ready for mine, or?
Yep. Let's do this.
Okay. You all know this is going to be on the list. Okay, there is a scene. Okay, there's an episode of Rocco's Modern Life. And this is probably like the most famous one, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, Rocco loses his job in this episode, and he needs to get a job to pay the bills. So he gets a job as a specialty phone operator. And specialty phone operator. I could do that. And then he's on the phone. Okay, I'll be Rocco. You ready? You ready for this one?
Yep.
And this is what happens when he's making his call. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh. Oh, let me do the facial push. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby.
Rocco.
Mrs. Bighead? He calls his neighbor, Mrs. Bighead, and she's like, Rocco, Mrs. Bighead? And there was actually an episode that was actually later banned, but they still air it time to time on Nick, on Team Nick. They have this lineup starting at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock called Nick Rewind.
Yeah.
In which they play all the 90s Nickelodeon shows like Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah.
And they've shown, and it's called Leapfrogs. It was originally banned. Have you ever? For those of you who don't know the episode, Mrs. Bighead is frustrated in her marriage. And she asks Rocco to come over and do some chores for her.
Oh, I think I have seen this episode.
And Rocco basically, and Mrs. Bighead basically wants to have an affair with Rocco. You know, for kids. And you know what? It is one of those shows that, again, I was talking about this when we talked about the last entry for Rocco. We are really details here, aren't we?
Yeah.
But anyway. So anyway.
I want to actually keep on Rocco.
I just want to finish this. What I was going to say.
Sure.
But I remember when I was now that I watch as an adult, I'm sitting there watching this. My parents let me watch this. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, especially when you get to this one.
And also, look at the advice they give you. Be hot, be naughty, be courteous. Be courteous! That's just good advice. Be courteous.
Because courtesy is sexy.
Okay. All right. So we're staying in O-Town?
Yeah, we're staying in the O-Town, and this is when Rocco goes picking berries.
Okay.
Yep.
This one?
Yep. This is a visual gag, so try and find pictures of the aftermath. If it's a GIF, I think we should be okay. Yeah, it's a GIF.
We're gonna get in trouble for this one. Yeah, that was grabbing for berries. This show is so not for kids, was it?
No, it wasn't. Oh my god, I love the show.
And Okay, we're gonna do our favorite joke with it now. There's an episode where Rocco gets his license sort of revoked, and they need to, and he's going down there, and they're all telling him this joke. They're like, "Good luck, and remember."
Don't get the fat guy.
And they're like, and they keep, and everyone has to, "Good luck, and remember, don't get the fat guy." The doctor is a madman. Get out while you still can. Remember this one? No, there's a, yes. Cough, verb, and he's grabbing his eye. Verb.
Cough.
Good luck, and remember.
Don't get the fat guy.
And he gets who he thinks is
The fat guy.
and I even got the fat guy. Millions. I don't know what they really are. Like, that's not the fat guy. That's the fat guy. They should have just called that episode "The Fat Guy." So yeah, hold on. But dang, this show was great.
Yes, it was.
Hold on, I just knocked the cord out of my mic. Everyone, give me a sec.
Okay, we're back. Okay, so we're at number 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2 is we are going to the of Pixar. Okay, I don't know if I could find the scene. But there is a scene where it's near the end. Jesse, the new toy that they acquired. And Buzz is like, "Get to think of her." Goes, "I'm here at your service. I'm here at your service, young lady." And then she does this little backflip, go, "Young lady," and then Buzz gets excited and his wings go.
Ding.
Well, kids, Buzz wants to go to infinity
And beyond.
if you know what I'm saying.
I could so make a John Lasseter joke right now.
We shouldn't. Tell me off camera. But yeah, yeah. Okay, before we get to our number ones, I would like to give an honorable mention. I actually just discovered this one yesterday. This is from a show called okay. I didn't put this on the list because this was a show that was a little after my time. The Amazing World of Gumball.
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with it.
But anyway, there is a scene when there's this old character and he's sit there reminiscing about his late wife when he's watching two people argue, and he's like, "Margaret and I used to fight like that up to 6 times a day. From the minute we got up to the last minute we got to go to bed. We fought everywhere. In the bedroom, in the kitchen, in the backyard.
Oh my God.
In the car. Sometime out in public. We even did it one time when we were asleep." But okay, Justin, what is your number one adult joke do you have any honorable mentions, or you just want to go to number one?
I have one honorable mention, and
that?
it goes to Robin Williams' Genie from Aladdin and Aladdin and The King of Thieves, was it?
Yeah.
It's when there's a giant earthquake and the genie just says, I thought the Earth wasn't supposed to shake till after the honeymoon, after the wedding.
After Aladdin shows Jasmine the,
A
the
whole
world,
new world.
a whole new world, and she'll have a friend like him.
Okay, that one was trying a little too hard.
I tried.
But my number one is Dexter's Lab again. And it's when Dee Dee tells Dexter that his club is for big IDKSCs. IDKSC.
Okay. Oh,
It's a decoder club.
that flew right over people's head.
Meow. And then Dexter's just like, I'm gonna tell Mom.
Okay. Now you ready for my number one?
Go ahead.
Okay. There is a scene in the show The Fairly Odd Parents. Okay, here it is. There's a show in the scene The Fairly Odd Parents where Mr. and Mrs. Turner are watching the Dr. Phil ripoff. Dr. Bill go, are you taking this bad parent test? And one of the sides go, is your child constantly want to be left alone? Does your child constantly want to be left alone? Does he keep going up to his room with a bunch of toilet paper or paper towels and yell, "Don't bother me"? Now I'm just gonna take all these toilet paper up to my room alone, and so don't bother me. Guys, it's that time of life when we explore ourselves and how we mature. Yeah, you all know what we're saying here.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's how you get a joke about that past the censors. Don't even mention. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
That and a joke like having deep toot.
Oh, I forgot about that.
For those of you who don't know what that's referring to, ask your parents when you turn 17.
Yeah, so that's our list. Oh.
Yeah, so that's...
Sorry, folks, we ruined your childhoods, didn't we?
Yeah, these jokes, a lot of them were surprised they could even squeeze past the radars.
So yeah, and you know, like, what's a funny thing is, it's like, the Fine Brothers, right?
Yeah.
They do the kids react.
Yeah.
They did one reacting to dirty jokes, to adult jokes in kids shows.
I've seen it.
And have you seen the one they have when their parents are watching?
Yeah. And some of them are like so relieved that they don't get it. They're like, oh, thank God I don't have to explain that.
And guys, maybe I'll put a link to that. It is absolutely adorable, though. The kids are just like,
it's fun to watch. It is.
It's just, they go right over their head, and we're not making fun of the kids. It's kind of cute. It's just, when they make a joke about,
when they
I'm so fast. It's kind of like, ooh, these kids are smarter than we give them credit for.
That, or they've figured out the password to their child lock.
Or there's an episode, there's a part when they go, well, that, and they go, when it's in a Justice League episode going, yeah, Flash goes, I'm very fast. No wonder why you can't get...
Fast Man Alive. Guess that's why you can't get any dates.
And they're like, do you know that means? Okay, he's running too fast. It's so freaking adorable. Because these kids, they're just so wide-eyed.
That is not why.
The kids are just so wide-eyed and innocent. They're just... But it's like, just another quick thing here. We're done with the list, and we knew this would be a pretty quick list, so now we're just going to BS. But isn't it kind of weird that, I don't think a lot of cartoons nowadays, they don't really do like what we did when we were growing up with those sly little innuendos in there.
No, they either keep it squeaky clean or they try to do like meme-y, cringy kind of humor.
And, because, I don't really watch any of those type of shows anymore because, I'm a full-grown man. I don't have kids. I don't have any, young nieces or nephews, so I don't really have used to watch them. But from what I heard, I've heard from people who do have, kids and, or young nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
And they say, that the kids shows today kind of suck because, you have all the freaking Karens. If you drop a Rocko's Modern Life type joke, all the freaking Karens, you think of the children!
Well, they did try to do that Rocko's Modern Life revamped thing a couple of years ago.
Oh, Sadikling.
Yeah, and, that was actually pretty...
Oh, I liked it. We are actually... guess who's been watching?
Who?
Take a wild guess.
JT?
JT's been watching us. Hey, JT! We didn't get your channel shut down yet, did we, Justin?
Not yet.
Thank you, guys, and fantastic job. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, but it's nowadays... Well, they didn't make it totally squeaky clean, Static Cling, did they?
Oh, that show was not clean. It still had the same wry humor that Rocko's Modern Life was known for.
And what's another interesting thing about stuff in kids shows and kids movies? Did you know up until a certain point, you could say the F word in a PG movie and still get away with it being rated PG?
Yeah, I think I did know that. I think it was the same rule as it is now with PG-13. You only get one.
But is it you could say up to 3 or 4 or?
You can say 2 now.
Oh, 2?
Yeah.
I thought it was 4 2 if there's sexual references or something like that.
It's 2 if it's non-sexual, 1 if it's somewhat sexual.
Yeah, the rating system's a whole mess. That's a conversation for another video.
Yes, it is.
Maybe one we'll do together. Who knows?
Possibly.
Okay, guys, so anything else, or according to Genesis, that's all?
I think it's time we close the curtains. All
right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I'd like to thank my friend Justin, who's going to be with me for the next 2 weeks,
Yep.
if his schedule allows. Yeah, you know what this is like, because at one point before you moved, we were actually talking about doing a podcast together.
Yes, we were.
And then life happened.
And then COVID happened.
We could have done it, but maybe one day.
Maybe.
Just, I'm busy with this, with our channel, and also, guess what time it is for me to do?
Football season.
Now, guess what time for me to do right now?
What?
And please check out my podcast, the Sports Insanity Podcast.
No!
We are on all platforms. Please check us out.
I tried, JT.
It's time for me to sit here and shamelessly plug my podcast. So anyway, and also check out our channel, Movie Holics Productions, as we just did our postseason review of Loki. And check out more stuff we got coming soon. All right, Bill Murphy in for the J-Man. Justin, thank you again. And
Absolutely.
guess what, guys? If you enjoyed tonight, watch again next week. We'll be back.
And we're so sorry for Matt Damon. We ran out of time.
Okay, guys. Follow, like us on all platforms, especially our new Instagram page at the Super Review Show. So
And buy our merch.
buy the merch. Buy the merch. Merchandise it.
Where the real money of the movie's made.
Okay, guys, we will see you next